Have you ever felt like your body no longer responds the way it used to? Like your energy has faded, your desire has dimmed, and even the smallest touches feel unfamiliar? You're not imagining it. Many women over 60 experience dryness, fatigue, and a quiet sense of disconnect from their own bodies. But here's what most never hear from their doctor. It's not just about hormones. And it's not irreversible. There's a simple herbal tea, used for centuries, now backed by science, that may help improve blood flow, reduce tension in your pelvic floor, and gently restore your sense of vitality and connection. Stay with me, because in this video, I'll walk you through the 3 most powerful herbal ingredients that support circulation, comfort, and feminine energy from the inside out. And at the very end, I'll reveal the #1 mistake most women make with herbal remedies. The one thing that could quietly sabotage your progress if you're not aware of it. So grab a warm cup of tea, get comfortable, and let's begin. Tea ingredient number 1. Red clover blossom. At first glance, red clover looks like just another wildflower. Soft, delicate, easy to overlook. But inside its pretty petals lies a natural powerhouse that can gently restore what time has taken from so many women. Red clover is rich in isoflavones, a class of plant compounds that act as phytoestrogens, natural, plant-based molecules that mimic estrogen in the body, but in a much gentler, safer way. For women who are postmenopausal, and especially those who want to avoid hormone replacement therapy, this is a gift. In 2020, a clinical study published in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology followed postmenopausal women who took 80 milligrams of red clover extract daily for 12 weeks. The results were promising. Participants reported less vaginal dryness, improved comfort during intimacy, and enhanced pelvic circulation. And importantly, the effects weren't from external creams, they came from within. Red clover doesn't flood the body with artificial hormones. Instead, it works with your body's existing estrogen receptors, especially in the pelvic region, where these receptors help regulate tissue sensitivity, moisture, and vascular tone. It's like giving your body a gentle reminder of how it used to function, without pushing it too hard. If you want to try red clover at home, it's simple. Use 1 to 2 teaspoons of dried red clover blossoms per cup of boiling water. Let it steep for 5 to 7 minutes. Then strain and drink warm. The flavor is earthy and mild, and many women enjoy it with a slice of lemon or a drop of raw honey. Start with 1 cup per day, preferably in the afternoon or early evening. Give it at least 7 to 10 days before expecting to feel noticeable changes in lubrication or energy. A quick note of caution. If you've had estrogen-sensitive cancers such as breast or uterine cancer, speak with your doctor before using red clover regularly. While it's far milder than synthetic estrogen, its influence on hormone receptors still warrants care in those situations. Red clover may be gentle, but its effects are powerful when used consistently. For many women, it's not just tea, it's a quiet step back toward balance, ease, and embodied femininity. Tea ingredient number 2. Schisandra berry. If red clover is the gentle hormone helper, then Schisandra berry is the steadying hand on your nervous system. Often called the 5-flavor berry in traditional Chinese medicine, Schisandra has been used for centuries to support balance, resilience, and feminine energy, especially in times of stress or change. What makes Schisandra unique is its ability to act as an adaptogen. Adaptogens are herbs that help your body adapt to stress, whether physical, mental, or emotional. Schisandra works specifically on the HPA axis, the hypothalamus, pituitary, and adrenal glands, that controls your stress response, sleep cycles, mood, and hormonal balance. In a 2022 study published in the journal Molecules, researchers found that women who took Schisandra extract for 6 weeks experienced measurable improvements in skin hydration, mental clarity, and sexual wellness. The most notable changes were in libido, vaginal moisture, and energy stability throughout the day, without spikes or crashes. How does it work? Schisandra contains lignans and polyphenol that support liver detoxification, stabilize cortisol levels, and enhance estrogen receptor sensitivity. It also improves microcirculation, particularly in the skin and pelvic region, allowing for more warmth and awareness in the lower body. something many women say begins to fade after menopause. I'll never forget Mildred, a retired school principal who came to me feeling numb, not just emotionally, but physically too. She said, "It's like my body just went to sleep after 65. I'm here, but I don't feel present anymore." We added Schisandra berry tea to her morning routine. Nothing fancy, just 1 teaspoon of dried berries steeped for 10 minutes in hot water. After 2 weeks, she returned with tears in her eyes. "I can feel something again," she said softly. "Not just in my body, but in my mind, in my heart. I feel awake." Schisandra tea has a slightly tart, berry-like taste. It's lovely with hibiscus, rose hips, or even a slice of orange. Drink it in the morning or early afternoon for best results. Its energizing effect is subtle but steady. If you're looking for a way to nourish your mind, mood, and body all at once, Schisandra may be the quiet ally you never knew you needed. Tea ingredient number 3. Damiana leaf. If there's one herb that bridges both the physical and emotional sides of feminine vitality, it's Damiana. Native to Mexico and Central America, this aromatic shrub has long been used in traditional healing systems to support female health, enhance sensuality, and promote emotional ease. It was considered a restorative herb for women, especially those feeling exhausted, unmotivated, or emotionally numb. Modern research is now catching up with what traditional cultures intuitively understood. In 2019, researchers at the University of Mississippi's National Center for Natural Products Research studied the key active compounds in Damiana, namely flavonoids, aromatic terpenes, and essential oils. Their findings showed that Damiana supports increased blood flow to the pelvic region, enhances nitric oxide production, and may help improve sensitivity to touch in postmenopausal women. How does it work? Damiana helps to relax smooth muscle tissue, particularly around the blood vessels in the lower abdomen and pelvic floor. By doing this, it allows for a greater flow of oxygen-rich blood to reach the vaginal and clitoral tissues, supporting natural lubrication, tone, and responsiveness. Its mild stimulating properties may also offer a lift in mood and clarity, while calming overactive nervous tension, something many women find deeply helpful after age 60. Women who use Damiana tea often describe a gentle warmth or soft openness in the lower body, and an increased sense of emotional intimacy with themselves. Unlike pharmaceutical interventions, Damiana doesn't override the body. It guides it back to its own rhythms. To prepare Damiana tea at home, use 1 to 2 grams of dried Damiana leaf per cup. Pour boiling water over the leaves, then steep for 5 to 10 minutes. The flavor is earthy and slightly bitter, so you might enjoy blending it with cinnamon, lemon balm, or a splash of raw honey. The best time to drink Damiana is in the late afternoon or early evening, when the body is naturally shifting into rest and receptivity. It pairs beautifully with quiet time, journaling, or a gentle warm bath. Important note: if you have low blood pressure, are using sedative medications, or are highly sensitive to nervine herbs, it's best to start with a small dose. As always, check with your doctor or herbalist before adding a new botanical to your routine, especially if you're taking medications or managing chronic conditions. When used mindfully, Damiana does not push, it invites. It invites blood to flow, emotions to soften, and the deeper parts of yourself to reconnect. Because sometimes, what your body needs isn't more stimulation, it's circulation, safety, and a quiet space to feel again. When you drink matters as much as what you drink. You've heard the saying, it's not just what you eat, it's how you eat. The same is true for tea. What you drink matters, yes, but when and how you drink it can make all the difference. Tea is more than a beverage. It can be a ritual, a quiet moment of reconnection, a daily act of nourishment that speaks to your nervous system, not just your taste buds. For women over 60, this is especially important. As estrogen levels decline, so does the tone of the vagus nerve, the key nerve responsible for regulating your rest and digest system, your emotional balance, and even your pelvic health. By slowing down and creating a calming tea ritual, you stimulate the parasympathetic nervous system, the part of your body that invites healing, circulation, and intimacy. Here's how to make your tea practice part of a gentle daily rhythm. Morning, 7 to 9 a.m. Start your day with Schisandra berry tea. It supports clarity, mood, and hormonal balance. As the water steeps, take 5 slow, deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. Feel your body waking up gently, not with urgency, but with intention. Afternoon, 1 to 3 p.m. Enjoy a cup of red clover tea after lunch or during a midday pause. This is your grounding tea, earthy, floral, and soothing. Pair it with soft music, a short walk, or a few minutes sitting by a window. This time of day supports hormone receptor activity and pelvic circulation. Evening, 7 to 9 p.m. Close the day with Damiana tea. Let it become a soft exhale to your nervous system. Drink it slowly, perhaps in a bathrobe or after a warm shower. As you sip, place one hand on your heart and the other on your lower belly. Breathe deeply. This moment is yours. It's not about being perfect. It's about being present. When tea becomes more than just hydration, when it becomes ritual, you're no longer just drinking herbs. You're creating space for healing. And sometimes, that's exactly what the body has been waiting for. The number one mistake women make with herbal remedies. One of the biggest mistakes women make when turning to herbal remedies is expecting instant results. We're so used to quick fixes, pharmaceuticals that promise relief within hours, that we forget the body's natural systems don't work on demand. They work on rhythm, nourishment, and adaptation. Herbal medicine is not like a light switch. It's more like tending a garden. You water the soil. You wait. And slowly, something begins to grow. But only if you're patient enough to let it. There's a concept in integrative medicine known as the adaptation threshold. It refers to the amount of time your body needs to build a relationship with a plant compound. For most women, that's 7 to 14 days of consistent, daily use before changes begin to take root. These changes may start subtly: deeper sleep, fewer mood swings, warmth in the lower belly. And then one day, you realize, your body is responding again. The problem is, most people give up after 3 days. They try a cup or two, don't feel different, and walk away, missing the very transformation they were longing for. So let me say this clearly. If you're exploring herbal tea for vitality, give your body time. Show up for yourself daily. Even if it's just 10 minutes with a warm cup and a deep breath. This isn't about forcing results. It's about creating space, every day, for your body to remember how to feel again. The real reason you feel disconnected isn't just hormones. For decades, we've been taught that most changes after menopause, dryness, low desire, fatigue, are simply the result of low estrogen. And while estrogen does play a role, it's not the whole story. According to recent studies from Mayo Clinic and Cleveland Clinic, many of the symptoms women face after 60 aren't just hormonal. They're neurological and vascular. Specifically, researchers found that postmenopausal women often experience dysfunction of the autonomic nervous system, ANS, which regulates blood flow and arousal, decline in microcirculation to the pelvic floor, persistent low-grade inflammation that disrupts tissue repair. This explains why so many women don't fully respond to hormone therapy alone. Because the body needs more than estrogen, it needs circulation, nerve tone, and inflammatory support to function well. This is where herbal teas offer a unique advantage. Many plants are rich in polyphenol, flavonoids, and alkaloids, compounds that support the very systems most affected after menopause. For example, Schisandra modulates the stress response and helps recalibrate the nervous system. Red clover supports endothelial function in small blood vessels. Damiana gently increases nitric oxide and pelvic blood flow. Together, these herbs help restore connection not just between body parts, but between your body and yourself. You're not broken because you're tired. You're not less of a woman because things feel different. Often, your body is just trying to function with less oxygen, less blood flow, and more inflammation than it was designed for. And that's something you can begin to change. 1 cup at a time.